My name is Ariel, and I learned the hard way that the person sleeping next to you can be your worst enemy. "Honey, I made you something special," Marcus said, walking into our bedroom with a tray. Pancakes, scrambled eggs, orange juice, and chocolate chip muffins. "You've been so stressed lately." I sat up in bed, genuinely touched. "Marcus, this is sweet. You never cook." "Well, you deserve it," he said, setting the tray on my lap. "Eat up. I have to run to the office for a few hours." "On Saturday?" I asked. "Budget meeting with Vanessa," he said, kissing my forehead. Vanessa, his secretary, the woman who called at 10 p.m. about urgent emails. I picked up the orange juice when my phone rang. "Don't answer that. Just relax and eat," Marcus said quickly, but I grabbed it anyway. "Hey, Rach." "Ariel, don't eat anything." Rachel's voice was sharp. "I ran into Marcus yesterday at the pharmacy. He was picking up sleeping pills, asking for them crushed for his sick mother. Ariel, his mother died 3 years ago." My stomach dropped. I stared at the food, then at Marcus. "That's ridiculous," Marcus said loudly. "I was getting those for a friend." "Who?" I asked. "Dave, from work. His mother is sick," he stammered. "Dave's mother lives in Florida with a full-time nurse," I said slowly. "Try again." "Rachel's starting trouble," Marcus said. "I also saw the texts on your phone last week," I said quietly. "The ones to Vanessa about finally being free soon? About the life insurance policy you doubled 6 months ago." His expression changed. The loving husband mask cracked. "You went through my phone?" "What's in this food?" I asked. "You're being paranoid," he said, reaching for the tray. I held it away. "Then you eat it. Right now." He backed toward the door. "I'm not playing games, Ariel." "Neither am I," I said. "Rachel, call Detective Chen. Tell her I need her here, now." "Already on my way," Rachel said through the phone. Marcus bolted from the room. I heard the front door slam. I stared at the breakfast tray. My husband had tried to poison me. For insurance money. For his secretary. And he was about to learn that I don't break. I break people who cross me. Detective Sarah Chen arrived with Rachel 40 minutes later. "Tell me everything," Detective Chen said. I explained the breakfast, Rachel's pharmacy sighting, the texts, and the doubled insurance policy. "Do you still have the food?" she asked. "Sealed in containers," I said. "Smart. We'll test it," Detective Chen said. Rachel leaned forward. "We're going to destroy him." The texts mentioned Vanessa. "I think they're having an affair," I said. "Where does she work?" Detective Chen asked. I smiled. "At the office. Marcus said they had a meeting today. I bet he's there explaining why his plan failed." "What are you thinking?" Rachel asked. "Marcus made this for me. Vanessa should enjoy it instead," I said. Detective Chen raised an eyebrow. "If she consumes it, we'll have evidence and a victim willing to testify. She'll get sick but live, and she'll know who did it," I said. An hour later, I walked into Marcus's office carrying the breakfast tray. Detective Chen and officers waited nearby. I knocked. Marcus opened the door, his face falling. "Ariel, what are you—" "You left before I could thank you," I said cheerfully. "I was so full. I thought Vanessa might enjoy it." Vanessa looked up. "Oh, that's thoughtful, but—" "Marcus made it himself. Please, I insist," I said, setting it down. "Ariel, let's go home," Marcus said, grabbing my arm. I pulled away. "Talk? Like you wanted to talk after drugging my breakfast?" Vanessa's eyes widened. "What?" "Marcus, tell her what you put in this food," I said. "You're insane," Marcus said. "Then Vanessa won't mind eating it," I said. Vanessa reached for a muffin. "Why not?" I'm starving. Vanessa, don't, Marcus started. These are really good, she said, taking a bite. Have some juice, too, I said, pouring her a glass. She drank it. Why are you both acting weird? Give it 20 minutes, I said. 15 minutes later, Vanessa clutched her stomach. I don't feel good. Dizzy. My heart's racing. Call 911, I shouted. Detective Chen and officers burst in. What's happening? Vanessa gasped. You've been poisoned, Detective Chen said. Poisoned? Vanessa looked at Marcus. You tried to kill your wife? It's not what you think, Marcus stammered. The food Ms. Ariel preserved is being tested, and Ms. Vanessa is showing signs of sedative overdose, Detective Chen said. Vanessa collapsed into her chair, crying. I trusted you. Marcus Patterson, you're under arrest for attempted murder, Detective Chen said, pulling out handcuffs. The hospital room was cold and sterile. Vanessa lay in the bed, IV in her arm, looking small and scared. I sat in the corner with Detective Chen while they ran tests. Her vitals are stabilizing, Dr. Williams said, checking her chart. She ingested a significant amount of Zolpidem, sleeping medication. Combined with the dose in the orange juice, she could have stopped breathing. She's lucky. Lucky? Vanessa said weakly. I was poisoned by my boyfriend. Boyfriend? I repeated. So you were sleeping with my husband? She looked away. He said you two were separated, that he was filing for divorce. We sleep in the same bed. We had dinner together last night. He made me breakfast this morning. The breakfast he tried to kill me with, I said. Does that sound separated? He said you were faking, trying to keep him for his money, Vanessa said. Rachel, who'd arrived minutes earlier, laughed sharply. Ariel's family is worth $20 million. Marcus makes $80,000 a year. Try again. What? Vanessa said. You didn't know? I asked. Marcus married into money. My father owns the company Marcus works for. Everything Marcus has, his car, his house, his lifestyle, came from me. But he said once you were gone, we'd be rich. From your life insurance, Vanessa said. Detective Chen leaned forward. How long have you known about the insurance plan? About 3 months. He said it was just a precaution, that wealthy couples always have large policies, Vanessa said, tears falling. I didn't know he was planning to kill her. But you knew about the insurance money you'd inherit, Rachel asked. Vanessa nodded miserably. He said we'd split it, get married, move to California. Did you help him plan this? Detective Chen asked. No, I swear. He told me he was handling everything, that it would look natural, Vanessa sobbed. I just thought he meant the divorce would go smoothly. So you knew there was a plan. You knew about the money. But you claim you didn't know he'd kill for it? Rachel said skeptically. I didn't think he'd actually do it, Vanessa cried. People say things. I thought he was just fantasizing. Dr. Williams stepped in. Detective, she needs rest. The interview can continue later. Of course, Detective Chen said. But Ms. Vanessa, you're a witness now, and depending on what we uncover, possibly an accomplice. I'll tell you everything, Vanessa said quietly. Every conversation, every text, every plan he mentioned. He tried to kill me too. Actually, he tried to kill his wife. You just ate her breakfast, I corrected. But yes, please tell them everything. Back at the police station, Marcus sat in an interrogation room. Detective Chen played his recorded conversation with Vanessa from the conference room. You can't use that. I didn't consent, Marcus said. It's a workplace with security cameras and audio. You have no expectation of privacy, Detective Chen said. But let's talk about what we found in your car. A receipt from Murphy's Pharmacy dated 3 days ago. Prescription sleeping pills under a fake name. The pharmacist identified you from your photo. That proves nothing, Marcus said. It proves you obtained sleeping medication illegally, combined with witness testimony from your wife's friend, who saw you requesting crushed pills, and the test results from the food, which came back positive for massive quantities of zolpidem. It proves premeditated attempted murder, Detective Chen said. Rachel slid a folder across the table. We also have your text messages. Turns out phone companies keep records even when you delete them. Can't wait to be free. The policy is $2 million. Saturday morning. Natural causes. Should I go on? Marcus's lawyer, a tired-looking public defender, whispered in his ear. My client wants to make a deal, the lawyer said. No deals, I said from my observation seat. Detective Chen glanced back at me through the two-way mirror, then returned her attention to Marcus. Talk. It was Vanessa's idea, Marcus said quickly. Of course it was, Rachel muttered. She said Ariel was holding me back, that I deserved better. She researched the insurance policy, found out how much it was worth, Marcus said. And you just went along with it? Detective Chen asked. She's persuasive. She said we could be together, be rich, start over, Marcus said. So you crushed sleeping pills, mixed them into your wife's breakfast, and hoped she'd die quietly, Detective Chen said flatly. Marcus put his head in his hands. I didn't think I'd actually do it. But then Saturday came, and Vanessa kept texting me, pushing me. I panicked. You panicked? I said, standing up in the observation room. Rachel put a hand on my shoulder, but I was already walking to the interrogation room. I opened the door and stared at my husband. You panicked? I'm your wife of 8 years. We built a life together, and you poisoned my breakfast because your secretary batted her eyes at you?
Ariel, please, don't Ariel please me. You tried to murder me for $2 million and a woman who's already turning on you, I said.
Did you hear her testimony? She's blaming everything on you.
She wouldn't.
She already did. She's painting herself as the naive victim who believed your lies. Rachel said, You're going down alone, Marcus. This isn't fair, Marcus said weakly.
Fair?
I laughed.
Fair would have been a divorce. You chose poison instead. Now face the consequences.
Detective Chen stood. Marcus Patterson, you're being charged with attempted murder in the first degree, conspiracy to commit murder, and insurance fraud. That's 25 to life. Wait, we can make a deal, Marcus shouted as officers led him away. No deals, I called after him. See you at trial. 3 months later, I sat in Rachel's office overlooking the city. Guilty on all counts, Rachel said, pouring champagne. The jury deliberated for less than 4 hours.
How long did the judge give him? I asked.
25 years. No parole for 15, Rachel said. The evidence was airtight.
What about Vanessa? I asked.
5 years for conspiracy, 2 suspended. She'll serve 3 and testified against Marcus, Rachel said. Detective Chen walked in with a folder. Ladies, celebrating? Join us, I said, handing her a glass. Civil suit settlement, Detective Chen said, handing me the folder. Marcus's family tried to fight it, but with his conviction, it was open and shut. I opened it. $2 million from his inheritance, plus the house, car, and 401k. Everything he tried to kill you for, you got anyway, Rachel said. Poetic justice, Detective Chen said, Most satisfying case I've ever worked. What happens to Marcus now? I asked. State prison, shared cell, no special treatment, Detective Chen said. My phone rang. Unknown number. I answered. You ruined my life, Marcus's voice said. No, Marcus. You ruined your own life when you tried to poison me, I said calmly. I just made sure you faced consequences. I loved you, he said. You loved my money, I said. If you just asked for a divorce, you would have gotten half of everything. Instead, you tried to murder me, and now you have nothing. Ariel, please, I'm sorry. I don't accept your apology. I don't forgive you. And I don't ever want to hear from you again, I said. Enjoy prison. I hung up and blocked the number. Feel good? Rachel asked. Actually, yes, I said. He thought I was weak. Instead, I'm here drinking champagne, and he's in a cell. To Ariel, Detective Chen raised her glass, who proved that the best revenge is living well and pressing charges. We clinked glasses. My father called minutes later. Sweetheart, congratulations on the verdict. Thanks, Dad, I said. Marcus has been officially terminated from Patterson Industries. We've blacklisted him from every company in our network. When he gets out in 15 years, he won't find work anywhere that matters, my father said. I don't think about him anymore, I said. He's irrelevant. That's my girl. Your mother and I are proud of you, he said. Dinner Sunday? Wouldn't miss it, I said. After he hung up, I looked at Rachel and Detective Chen. Thank you for believing me, for helping me fight back. You did the hard part, Rachel said. You stayed calm, collected evidence, and trusted the system. And gave his secretary the poisoned breakfast, Detective Chen added with a smile. Brilliant. She wanted everything I had. She got a taste of what Marcus really was instead, I said. She's still facing 3 years, Rachel reminded me. She earned it. She knew about the insurance plan. She encouraged him, I said. But at least she helped put him away. What now? Detective Chen asked. Ariel Sullivan, I corrected. I'm taking back my maiden name. Patterson dies with that marriage. And then? Rachel asked. Then I live my life. Travel, focus on charity work. Maybe date again eventually, I said. On my terms. Never again will I let someone make me feel powerless. To new beginnings, Rachel said, raising her glass. To justice, Detective Chen added. To women who refuse to be victims, I said. We drank to that. Later that evening, I boxed up Marcus's belongings for donation. Rachel stopped by to help. When you first told me what happened, I was terrified, Rachel said. Why? I asked. Because I thought you might actually drink that juice. If I hadn't called at exactly that moment, she trailed off. But you did, and I listened. That's what matters, I said. It makes me think about all the women who don't get that phone call, who trust too much, Rachel said quietly. That's why I'm starting a foundation for victims of domestic violence and poisoning cases, to fund legal support and medical care, I said. That's incredible, Ariel, Rachel said. Marcus tried to take everything from me. Instead, I'm using this experience to help others, I said. That's real power. He really did pick the wrong woman to mess with, Rachel said, smiling. Yes, he did, I agreed. Have you ever trusted someone completely, only to discover they wished you harm? What would you have done if you were given poisoned food by someone you loved? Like and subscribe for more stories about people who refused to be victims and fought back the right way.